Just to talk about the market a little bit, fall market here. We've seen, with the Fed's conversation about potential upcoming drops, we've seen a reduction in interest rates, and when they actually drop the rate, we may not see that much more of a drop because a lot of that's baked into the conversation that's already been had. But we have noticed quite a bit of a pickup on our listings, moving a little quicker, a little bit more action and showings, and a little bit more reach out from you guys. So the market does seem to be picking up slightly. It's in no way on fire at the moment, but the beautiful thing right now in this market is that it's pretty balanced, but we've got a good amount of inventory. So we're teetering between 5 and 6 months of inventory right now, which means if no new homes came on the market, it would take about 5 or 6 months for all the homes to be sold. You as a buyer, that means you've got a lot more to look at. Just few years ago, you'd come in and there would be nothing to look at. There'd be 1 or 2 houses. Now, we can go look at houses. We can schedule 2 days of looking at 5 or 6 houses each day and probably still not see everything and be able to cross a lot of things off the list because there's so many good options that you really like. So I think it's a great time to buy right now. It's a nice balanced market. Buyers do have the ability to ask for, a reduction in price, some incentives, a good amount of repairs. So it's a great time to buy, in my opinion, right now. The market is very steady. Still seeing a good amount of homes sold. Where are we at for median home price right now?
We're waiting for our latest data, but as of August last month, we were right in the middle of 700, so about 750 was our median home price, and that's been kind of like the barometer, 725, 750 for the last seemingly 18 to 24 months.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see what our next report comes out. I'm sure we'll put together a video and talk about that when it comes out, but the market's in no way, the bottom's not falling out of it by any means. I feel like if anything, it's ticking up a hair, but it's still, I think it's one of the better markets to be a buyer in quite some time.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback on what Zach was saying, it's like you had a lot of people that bought homes back in 2020 and 2021, and all of a sudden it wasn't about the home, it was just about beating the competitor that was trying to buy the same home that you bought. And so after a couple weeks, you kind of got into that home, you're relieved, you won the battle, you bought a home, but then you start to realize, oh, I didn't really get time to process this home and decide if it was the right fit. So we're getting a lot of people that are starting to express that as far as not loving the home they're currently in and maybe starting to dip their toes in the water to say upgrade or go sideways or maybe downgrade, do something to find the right fit because they do have some equity. That is the consolation of trying to rush into a purchase back in that little era a couple years ago. So that's what we're starting to notice now, and the market has slowed to the point where those buyers can now be patient and they can rest on the home they see and they can really decide if it's the right fit. That's what's exciting about this market.
Yeah, and I totally agree with Ryan there, and we will see, I believe we're going to see even more inventory on the market because of exactly what he just said, is that a lot of people rushed into homes to get into the market, but they've kind of been stuck because they have those really low interest rates and they can't stomach going from super low to, up here like we're at, like 3 to jump up to 7. That seems like a huge jump. It's a big financial difference in monthly payment. But now, that rates are starting to creep down, you're seeing people say, okay, maybe I'm willing to sacrifice that higher mortgage for a house that I really love, having more options. And so I think what that's going to do is really open up the market even more, and you're going to see even more inventory come on the market.
Totally.
Yeah, which when people were talking about interest rates going down and prices maybe going up, I don't know if that's honestly going to be the case because I think we're going to get a real flood of inventory. I could be wrong about that. That's just a personal opinion, but I think we're going to see a good amount of inventory come up, which is great. If you're a buyer, you've got a lot of options.
Absolutely. But that's kind of where things are at right now. Looking forward to the fall season, as well as kind of taking a look at where we're at in the current state of the market. So hopefully this video has served you well in some capacity.
We appreciate you guys. call us, text us, reach out to us. We'd love to connect with you, help you make a move here to Bend, Oregon. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Have a great day.
Hey, real quick, if this is your first time to the channel or it's your 50th, that doesn't matter to us. And you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, playing, the lifestyle in Bend and surrounding sunny Central Oregon, then subscribe to our channel, tap that notification bell below so you can be the first to know about the current market happenings and lifestyle happenings here in Bend and Central Oregon. My name's Ryan, and I've lived in Bend for over 30 years. Zach and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking for help with their next transaction as it relates to real estate here in Bend and Central Oregon. So whether you're looking to make that transaction a possibility in the next 9 days or 90 days or even beyond that doesn't matter to us either. Give us a call or shoot us a text and we can set up a meeting if you're somewhere else. But if you're local, let's go get coffee somewhere and we can discuss your situation to figure out what the next course of action should be pertaining to your real estate situation. But it starts with you guys reaching out to us. So you can see our phone number right there. Give us a call or shoot us a text and we can arrange a time to chat further. Now, back to the video.